you feel like this show, podcast, this organized fucking chaos that we have, is your ticket to shit on me, when has it ever stopped you prior to this? Like,
Good point.
You at no point have you ever harnessed the shitting. You've never. And by the way, I think that's bullshit because
You're so offended by this.
I'm not offended. Yeah, I'm
Booty
fucking
tickled.
shit.
He's booty tickled.
Booty tickled.
Oh Jesus! No, I welcomed you in the PNW with open arms.
Okay,
right?
welcome is
Brought
a little,
you to the
you
promise.
forced me here.
No. See, I knew this was going to come up. This conversation was going to come up, and better fucking now than never, right? First of all, I didn't force you to do shit. You come here. You come here to fucking
Here we go.
to vacate. Oh, here we go. Like this is something you've been prepping for. I've been training my whole life for this.
No, it sounds
this-
like
Just
you
need some
have.
popcorn.
That's what I'm. That's
No.
You're like, here it
No,
is.
no.
And I'm like,
This
have you been
is-
waiting
no,
for this?
Because you've dropped these subtle little fucking things where you're just like, oh well, you did this or you said this. It's like a lot of yous there. No self-decision. Nothing that you did yourself. No, it's me. I forced you. I said, you're gonna fucking get here now. You come here to visit, right? And you're like, this is so great. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, the trees. Oh, the people. Oh, not gonna say what I was gonna say right there because that would offend somebody. But that's also cool. Oh, and the ocean's right there.
Wait, no, I'm like,
There was like a whole conservative slam fucking thing I was gonna do right there.
okay.
But I decided not to do that because the night is young. And now you're suggesting that I have forced you.
What the fuck is going on? Why did you
How
get
did-
so hurt?
I'll get to you in a minute. What do you mean forced you?
Well, take me out to dinner
can't
first.
see you.
Shit.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. So approaching this move to the PNW,
Mm-hmm.
what was your thought process?
I was
Like,
like,
I tell you what, reel it back to a year. Reel it 1 year back from the time you're going to move here. What is your thought process? Why do I want to move to the PNW? Why do I want to move to the Pacific Northwest?
well, mainly because you've been pressuring me to do so for so
Oh,
long.
God, that's that fucking word. There's that word, that pressuring you how? What was I using as fodder to pressure you?
You dangled some things in my face.
And what were those things? Was it
Great
was it
concerts.
was it a car? Was it money? Was it a Rolls Royce? No, it were actual things that were beneficial, right? Go on, tell them. Tell them the truth.
All right.
How was I pressuring you?
Every single time we came out here, like, so when are you moving? So when are you moving?
Shit.
So when are you moving? And you would text me randomly. So when are you moving out here?
You would. I can actually contest to that.
Oh, was I denying that I did that?
I'm
sorry, Colt.
I can also
Was I denying that I did that?
I could just contest and say that's you have done that.
I'm not denying that I
I'm not
didn't
saying-
randomly. As a reminder, hey, don't forget about this place that you loved so much
And-
when you were here.
And you did it to me.
Don't forget. I'll get to you in a minute. That you love so much. Admittedly, you came here and you're like, oh, wow, the energy is cool, the vibe's cool, which is kind of the same as energy, but I think they're two different things. There's some things that you could do here with a little bit more ease.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of cool too. It's green.
Lots of
It's green. It's green, double green. There's the ocean.
Ocean?
We haven't been there.
The
yet.
ocean.
Well, I mean,
You
we've
You
been
have
in
been
the
there.
past,
That's
but
one of the things that you really
I
liked
meant-
about it.
I meant like
Was
since
the
we moved.
ocean. And then there's like the other side of the family, which is arguably pretty cool too.
Most of them.
Most of them. Shout out to the ones that are the most.
Shout out.
Also, shout out to the other ones too.
we
you
won't
know-
name you. It's fine.
You know who you are.
You can be anonymous.
You're in the jungle.
You'll never see this anyway. You don't know how to use a computer.
Fucking. All you hear is. That's a dial-up tone for you kids out here.
Oh, fuck's sake. I know
Dial-up
what
tone,
that
dial-up
is.
tone.
I miss dial-up tone.
Okay, Colt. So now that you have vouched for her, before I move on to you, actually, we finish this. I'm the reason to pressuring you. So you, against your will, moved out here.
Well, against my mom's will, for sure.
We're not
She
talking
fucking hated
about your
that.
mom right now. We're talking about you right now.
Well,
Against your will?
Not
Because you
against
can't
my
say that
will.
on camera. You can't say it was against your will and have it recorded for everyone to see. Because you know that's not true.
I mean, I could say whatever I wanted. I've said a lot of untrue things on this podcast so
Yeah,
far.
it's up to you to decide which is lying or not.
Yeah. Bullshit my way through this
And
podcast.
you're like, I'm going to say a bunch of shit that's not true. That everybody else does on the
I
internet.
mean, our
so-
very first episode was about big cheese.
Yeah, and we do need to get to the bottom of that still. We've made no effort to follow up on that, but okay, Colt. Now you were vouching for her at every point, which is weird because I wasn't arguing anything.
No, I
arguing.
wasn't. I was just saying, like, I do remember that happening.
Oh, you
a
remember?
few
Okay.
times.
And then your counterpoint to that was
I mean, just you did egg her.
I egged her on,
Yeah, you pressured her.
pressured her,
Gassed
and
her up.
and for what reasons?
To be closer to you because secretly you actually enjoy my presence.
That's
I do.
you.
That's the
you
first
saw
time you've
it.
ever admitted that to me.
You
and it
saw
was
it and heard
dripping
it
with
here first.
sarcasm, so I don't know how to feel about it.
Dripping with sarcasm, it's just oozing. You're like, get this shit off me, you fuck.
Literally, literally. Ew.
You're like, it's on me. This shit and on. The sarcasm's on me. Well, I don't know. It's kind of cool to hang out with me, I think. And Colt too. You know, he's
all right.
He's having fun. Yeah, he's got his moments where you're like, fucking dude, just eat this fucking pill, okay? You know. That pill is a NyQuil. I was just pointed out. It's a NyQuil. NyQuil. That's what Cosby said too. Gee.
Look where you're going, bro.
Listen, okay, so do you not like it in the Pacific Northwest, or is
No.
it pretty cool?
No, I'm mostly fucking with you, but I actually really like it. It's just been tough because through the holidays and stuff, being away from the people that I'm used to being with during the holidays. Not that like being around that side of the family is bad. It's just different. So it takes some
different.
adjusting.
Adjusting is difficult, and it couldn't be a more perfect time of year to do that. Like spring, right? I mean, you were like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and now we're like post New Year, you know, like, that's so it's not ideal, but you'll be like, you'll not be in that weird transitional phase when our decent ass weather comes around. You
Right.
know what I mean? And then that's pretty cool because the spring's here. I mean, it's never. It's like a combination of things that make it kind of like, ugh, the things that Nirvana wrote about, you know, in the wintertime. But like the summertime, nice weather
Heroes?
outside.
That's not where he was going with that, bro.
That's
Not what I was. You're like, I don't know if that's something we like or not. I did want to ask you
You've been
though.
under that fucking bridge in Aberdeen. That
I have
shit's
been
littered
under
with
there. I was
it.
under there with you.
Yeah,
That
I
shit's
think-
littered with fucking needles.
Okay, we were under there together.
Together.
You're like needle. Oh, I can say that. It's not good for the internet to have that.
Oh God, fuck.
Full disclaimer: don't do drugs, kids.
I'll fucking do drugs.
That's our mission statement is don't
I'm
do drugs.
so uncomfortable.
you're like, why is she smoking? I mean, she's on fire. She's smoking still. Shit. No, since you've been up here now this long, have you guys? I had a thought the other day, and I wanted to ask you about it. The food spots. So us local folk here, for anybody that doesn't know, and here up in the PNW, we're in the area of Olympia, Washington. Yeah, Olympia, yay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So for the locals around here, we have like a collection of like local food spots that the locals think are like totally like that's our go-to. Like that's our. And what I was curious about, and that can cover a variety of Italian food or Japanese food or whatever, like a variety of different things. What I was curious about, so your spots back home that you would just default to, like I've never heard you guys talk about those spots, but like so you're always just your go-to. Like, hey, you know what? I don't want to make any food. I'm gonna Uber this, you know, or it used to be you have to drive to it. What was it? What would it have been? What would it have been there?
Dude, Runza.
Runza.
What's Runza?
okay,
so what is that
so-
like?
We've talked about that one other time. It's like the bread pockets with the meat and the cabbage and the cheese.
It's like a hot pocket kind of a thing.
Okay,
yes,
okay,
but it's
okay.
fresh bread.
So think
Oh,
of
Sounds kind of good.
It's
think
really good.
of Jimmy John's bread, right? When like fresh.
I fucking love Jimmy.
But like
okay,
really
okay.
warm, hot.
Okay, but like really warm, and then there's like minced beef, onions, and cabbage in there, right?
Sounds like a German thing.
It is a German thing.
Oh, okay.
It's so good, and they have like homemade French onion dip that is oh my fucking god.
You dip your French fries in that shit.
Oh my god! Or
You're
you
like,
dip
it's
your
so
burger,
good.
or you dip your they're called runzas. I don't even know what the hell they even are, but you dip the runza in the French onion dip. Fuck me, you're transcended to a whole new level.
You're just
like,
you're elevated to food cloud
like
9.
you're like, ah,
That's the one thing that I'm gonna miss so damn much. Honestly,
I do.
Is
Though.
Runza. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't even think of anything to compare to that.
that there's
Cause,
not.
because I was gonna like fire off like some local like stuff because we have a pretty good collection of local eats around here, you know, which I would love. I would love to do like a fucking like a local eats tour with you guys and we'll just hit like the staples. I'm not talking about like this taco time's really good.
I would
like the local staples that exist just in this county or even just in one of the
Like
3
Egan's?
cities. Like in Egan's.
Dude,
Egan's was
Egan's
fire. We tried
Did you
that.
do which which Egan's?
The
Now, hold
Egan's
on. Which Egan's?
West Ollie.
That's not the right Okay.
No, dude,
Okay.
it was so good.
Full disclaimer
it was
to
good.
the audience. It's Egan's, and this is where it gets confusing, and the locals are going to know this. Those Egan's are not tied together.
Okay, so
but they're all called Egan's.
okay, so the full disclaimer, the one if you know where we're at, I'll just tell you. So I'll try to pinpoint it for the 3 listeners.
It's full now.
It's full.
of them.
I'm sorry, the 4th person, but it's Egan's Drive-In. It's when you're going gonna go over the bridge into downtown. It's that little blue drive-in.
At the very top of the hill there.
Yeah. That one. Then
It's West Side Egan's.
the goop.
Goop. Yeah.
What the is it mustard and relish?
So they
and
all.
mayo?
So this is actually one of the things that
It's so fucking
oddly
good.
separate all of those restaurants.
It's weirdly good.
And there's one. So there's an Egan's or like a Big Tom's like in Tumwater. There's East Side Big Tom's. Shout out to Michael, by the way, East Side Big Tom's.
Huh?
Michael is owner down there at Big Tom's East Side.
Oh.
It's so good, so good. And that's not even excuse me, that's not even Egan's. It's just people call it Egan's Big Tom's, or maybe it is Egan's Big Tom's, but it's like Big Tom's. There's always this thing that pops up every year about how everybody confuses them. They're like, it's a chain, you know, and it's not. Like, I guess way back in the day, there was connection in the family of all 3 of those places, but it's way different. And that goop is one of the things that's like contested amongst the varying, like different, like ours is a special ingredient, and it's like mustard, and it's like mayo,
It's
right?
relish, mustard and mayo.
Relish, yeah, and then it's like a little bit of magic. There's like some spice.
It tastes like
There's some spices in there.
It doesn't really taste like it doesn't taste too much like a spice. It tastes like a fucking Frank's Red Hot sauce. You do like a couple teaspoons of that.
There's another
leak that shit for everybody.
There's another oddball ingredient in there, but it is different when you go to each of the spots. And it's like, so if you if you go to East Side Big Tom's, and one of the things that you get there is like their go-to burger there, and the bun's like sliding off because of the goop, you know, and the fries, the crinkle cut fries, and
dude,
it's
like the perfect amount of grease.
Yeah,
it's
which
like,
is all of it. Which is all the grease.
Like it's just
it wrecked my stomach, but it was so worth it.
We were hungover that day, and we ordered
burgers
Egan's,
are good for hungover.
and oh fuck, Egan's hit the spot. It cured my hangover.
Well, because you had a hangover for 1 beer.
Fuck off! I'm a lightweight and a pussy and a bitch.
Lightweight?
Yeah.
That's not even lightweight. That's like,
dude, I don't.
That's
drink.
that's like medical condition because I can't drink any alcohol because it's so little of alcohol.
I don't drink that much.
No. But that's one of the things I was gonna ask about. It's like it would be really cool to do like the local food spot.
I'm so down.
And then talk about like, you know, if you liked it, you didn't like it, or whatever. But wish you would have tried the other Egan's.
Okay, I don't know. Is there? I might sound crazy. Is there Popeyes anywhere out here? Is that a thing out here?
There is Popeyes, not in Olympia though.
Where like Lacey, Tumwater, where the hell? Because
I think
need my
there's one in
fix.
There's one in Tacoma, Lakewood. There's one in Lakewood.
Son of I'm not driving no fucking.
It's not that far away.
I'm not driving 25 minutes.
It's not that far away.
I'm not driving 25 minutes for chicken sandwich.
You just got done saying you need your Popeye fix.
I know,
but I'm not driving 25 minutes to get it.
If it ever came down to it, I would. But like,
he's weak.
Fuck off.
I do miss Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
So Runza was your go-to. Is there another like a chain or not a chain? Sorry, I can't say chain because like chains are everywhere.
Runza is a chain, but it's a Nebraska staple.
Yeah.
Well, there is this one place. It's what I'm gonna personally miss. I don't know if Emily's ever been there, but it's in Scotts Bluff, Nebraska, way on the fucking panhandle, bumfuck nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's this place called Scotty's. Shout out Scotty's. Dude, it's so good. They're like their staple is a frozen cinnamon Coke. Like that's
Frozen cinnamon Coke.
It
trying to-
sounds crazy, but it's it's so refreshingly crazy. Like it's
Refreshing.
Lee crazy.
Lee Crazy.
Yeah, it's so good.
Name's
Man.
Lee. Lee Crazy.
And Lee
Refreshingly crazy.
But and they also like everything there was like homemade.
I've got one here.
Everything there was homemade. Fries was like they cut them in the back, like kind of like Five Guys style, but they also like press the burgers every morning. Everything was fresh, deep, battered everything.
I had Five Guys one time, and then I went and got some lunch after that. But
What you trying to say, bro?
it's just a little shout out to Five Guys. No, I mean they have their things, whatever.
What are their names, bro?
Tom, Dick, Harry, Bob, and Joseph. Tom, Dick, Harry, Bob, and Joseph. I've named all 5 of them at random.
Random.
No, but I think you guys would totally. And so you guys haven't tried any other like local food staple shops like that?
We tried
We tried that Japanese fried chicken place.
yeah. Oh, that was.
Where was that at?
I don't know. I don't fucking
We ordered it. I don't
remember.
know.
I can't remember. But we also had a.
Japanese fried chicken.
We went to Gig Harbor to meet a buddy of mine because he lives out here.
Gig Harbor?
Yeah.
So you drove clear past Lakewood and Tacoma.
Yeah. No, because he lives like up near the Canadian border, and it takes like 3 hours for him to get near Seattle.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Yo, meet me halfway in Gig Harbor," and I'm like, "Sure." So we went to
That's
Domo.
not halfway.
I don't. Apparently, that's
That's
halfway.
like almost all the way for him and you a little bit.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess he wanted to make it easy on me. I appreciate it, but we went to Domo Sushi.
Domo Sushi.
Yeah,
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I mean it's good, but it's fucked me up.
Oh, that's the day you guys. That's right.
Yeah,
I was
mentioned
fine.
you guys. You're like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm like, gas station sushi will do that to you.
it wasn't. Dude,
But it wasn't gas
It
station
was
sushi, which
deep
sucks.
fried calamari. I haven't had calamari in so long, and sweet. Fuck, it was not a good night.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it felt like gas station
I
sushi
ever
was going through
referenced-
me.
Was there a pizza place you guys would go to all the time in Nebraska?
My old job,
Was that
Isles.
okay? And was that like was it brick oven pizza? Was
So,
it like
bar style?
okay?
So basically, you'd put it on a pan, you'd grease up the pan, put the dough on there, and then make it. And it's just how it's made, and we throw it in a big old oven,
Mhm.
and you make it for 15-20 minutes, and then it comes out perfectly golden brown. And it's the way, I don't know, dude. I don't know what it's about. Like, it's literally made just like simple pizza, but it's just there.
Probably
It's
the
just-
meth.
that's-
It's probably the meth in it. That would get a lot of people hooked. Pretty
I mean,
quickly.
that would. I mean, it sucks because they're like rated best pizza in Lincoln every year.
So they have a fucking monopoly on the pizza. We have the pizza spots here. That
I
of
wanna
we've
try-
talked about that.
wanna
Like
try
I
old
can
school.
name 5. Like so, and that's the thing is of everybody in like this Olympia area would argue like for one of theirs, and they would flip flop the top 5. Everybody would agree on the same top 5, but it's where they fall in order of the top 5, and it's like. You got like you got your Dirty Dave's, right? We've talked about it a few times. Dirty Dave's, Brewery City.
we
right?
did have-
I don't know why I'm at 3.
we had
Brewery
Mod.
City. Huh?
We had Mod Pizza.
See, that
yeah.
doesn't count because my pizza is like this chain, and it's not like those local ones. Your Dirty Dave's, your Brewery City pizza,
I'm pretty sure
Right,
we got
your-
Brewery City
your
pizza.
Vic's Pizza, right? You have the old school pizzeria downtown.
I
So
want to
good.
try that.
Comes with the so like whatever grease that you had on your cheeseburger from Egan's would be the amount of grease they would leave on the top of this pizza. It's so fucking good, so good, right? And then like the 5th one kind of always floats, but like those are the ones that, and it's just lost in my brain, went away. So, but like I would say Vic's would be my top one.
What's a good like deli shop around here?
The 5th Avenue Sandwich Shop, or the 5th on 4th is what they call it. And I'm pretty sure that's unanimous. Everybody would vote unanimously. And it used to be Wally's over there by your neck of the woods, but they closed that down apparently in 2019, and I didn't know about it. But they had these big fluffy like hoagie buns, but they were like more of a roll because they were like definitely like home baked kind of style. And they had like this thick of ham, and then this thick of turkey, and then 3 cheeses, and some kind of a sandwich spread that I can't even recreate, but it was so amazing. And then of course they would do like an oil on the bun. You know what I mean?
Like a salt, like a oil.
It was like an
vinegar?
oregano kind of a thing. You know what I mean? It was really good. But then McConey's does that too, and I think that they're. I personally would put McConey's out in front of like your Subways and your Jimmy John's and all that, 100%, because McConey's
100%?
here, 110%. McConey's, oh God, you gotta have McConey's. There's places you guys gotta try, and I think we just go out and we'll just go out on the road. We'll just take the cameras and just go out, and we'll just go out and be like, dude, you try this shit, and we tried like 3 different things, and I say 3 because then I gotta try it because I've tried all of it and it's fucking good. But you need to try the Vicks and the McConey's and these local spots because. It's weird, like we're just trying to take advantage of it here. We're just kind of like, oh, take it for granted, you know. It's like it's these different food spots. But and I thought, what could they have that's cool in Nebraska, you know? And you mentioned that Runza thing, and I'm thinking that sounds delicious, and we have nothing like that here.
I mean,
That
yeah,
was
it's pretty damn fire. It's pretty damn good. Like I miss it a lot. Like especially
Yeah.
their crinkle cuts. Like their crinkle cut fries
Crinkle cup.
were like hands down the best in town. Like no one could really compete with them. McDonald's fries were ass.
Do you guys like curly fries?
I
Depends.
I like it when they leave the skin on, and you see them in the back driving it with a screw with a drill right into the. They just do it into the bucket, and then there's your fries. I'm like, that's like the fair style.
Yeah.
You know, so good, so.
I'm not a big curly fry guy. I like Freddy's. I don't know if you've ever served
Freddy's.
Oh shit! Is that in Nebraska?
Wait, Freddy's. What is it? Elaborate.
Custards. And
Custards and smash burgers.
yeah, it's like smash burgers and custard.
They don't have that.
No.
Well, we have a smash
Oh.
burger. I feel like we do have a smash burger. Somewhere,
Oh,
but
dude,
not
this
not down
place-
here though.
They had a Oh god, what are the thin? What kind of fries are those?
Shoestring.
Shoestring fries. Oh, and they had
I
this
the
like
shoestring fries.
they had
good
this
sauce.
sauce. Oh, it knocked Cane's right out the park. No, it knocks Cane's sauce right out the park. Right out the park.
Right out of the park.
Right out the
Like
park.
home run derby.
Oh
Right out
yeah.
of the park. See, now I'm thinking like we got like this food superiority, and I'm like, wait,
I mean, the Midwest.
you gotta try. Well, okay, so there's something to be said about Midwest cooking. Like that's true.
it's kind of the fat capital.
Like it doesn't it just this stuff is so good. Like
Yeah.
the food is good there, admittedly, but like now, so like I think about how good some of the food that up here that I enjoy. Like I'm just like, oh god, these are really good sandwiches, you know. And it's like a deli shops. I mean, what are they missing in the Midwest? Like what?
Oh, as a foodie, what are they missing?
Yeah, like food. Like, can you not get good Korean barbecue? Can you not get
No,
like,
not really.
good sushi? So your
mean, no,
your
no.
Asian
No.
cuisine maybe not so much.
Not so
Asian.
much.
No. They had there is this place, Mongolian Grill.
That's
We
I
have
miss-
Mongolian grills. We have Mongolian grill.
You have a Who Hut out here?
No,
Well, that's okay. Well, I mean, that's the place.
we have a
I'm-
Mongolian grill though. It's actually called Mongolian grill.
Oh, well, they had this place called Who Hut. It was just kind of our go-to. Anytime, we
It
had
was so good.
yeah. Anytime we just we're like feeling.
Damn, I'm getting so fucking hungry talking about this.
Yeah,
You're like,
dude. I'm
can
like,
someone fucking deliver us like
Yeah,
some
please
some
buy
food
me
right now?
food. I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
just send it here. Fucking hell, man.
Wish it was live, please.
yeah,
Someone send us food.
please.
So we have sandwich shops. Do you have any good sandwich shops?
Not really.
See, I knew I
We
was
well, no,
bragging.
we do, but I never. It was downtown Delhi, but I never
The
went there.
lamest goddamn name.
It was so
I
stupid.
liked Pickleman's.
You and the
Pickleman's-
fucking pickle.
No, man, they did.
You and the pickle. It's like we
Pickleman's-
keep circling back around to this pickle of yours.
They had great pickles and great sandwiches and great soups.
Dude, they did. They had a killer.
You got the
killer.
commercial for them right now?
They had a killer cheddar broccoli soup.
Cheddar
Oh,
broccoli soup.
Fuck yeah.
They and there was this one night I got super trashed at the bar and
It's not surprising.
'Cause it's a
So
downtown.
you had a
But
beer.
I kept up with her. I got blackout drunk.
Yeah, it was bad.
I got blackout. I kept up with her. I
So
got
you got a light night then.
Yeah, I did.
yeah. She had like 7 shots and I was fucking gone. Anyway,
Yeah, I was
he's on
fine.
the second one. He's like, "Oh, I feel good.
No, literally.
The room is spinning."
Ooh,
but
yeah.
we went to Pickleman. She's like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I want chicken and I want cheddar broccoli soup." And that like I got the best sandwich in the world. Best sandwich. Oh,
Dude.
Yeah, I just randomly made him a sandwich because I was like, do this one with this and this. And I'm like, because I don't know. He was so vague because he was so fucking drunk. He's like, chicken
and I want
chocolate
14 burgers.
soup.
there was this good gyro spot too.
Oh, Euros,
fuck,
yeah.
Which one were you a big fan of? Because
I liked all of them. I didn't have like a favorite. Honestly, they were all kind
there's
of the
George's and then
I
there's
like George's.
There's what was the
same.
other
Clock
one?
Tower. The other one, Sultan's Kite.
No.
I like that one
No,
too.
the one that's right next to George's. And they're right next to each other.
Oh, the one downtown.
Yeah.
That one's like something.
Gourmet Grill. That's
was it? Yeah.
Yeah, so there's this George's and Gourmet Grill, and if you you either were a George's person or a Gourmet Grill. If you, I'm sorry,
Do they have fucking like a tribe?
kind
They
of.
have, like, some
You
tribal
got
shit?
if you're a good foodie, you like fucking George's, and if you want to say you're a foodie and you like Gourmet Grill, your taste buds are fucking ass. Like they over
Them
season.
fighting words, homie.
They over season their lamb a little bit, and their fries are kind of mid at best. Like they over season the fucking fries too. It's like you blow it off and you see the seasoning dust and like, oh, there's my fucking potato. Like
Some people like that thick
dude,
bread.
that's
on
so
there, though.
fucking gross, man.
Have you known any restaurants that do like they take the French fries and they'll do like a egg wash or they'll bread them? Have you seen restaurants that do that?
Yeah.
Like so like your chicken fries and then your regular fries and like they look the same from the outside. 'Cause
Oh my
they're
like-
gosh.
and I'm like, so I think it's what's that chain that
Chick-fil-A.
No, there's a chain of restaurants. They have like a checkerboard logo thing, and their fries are all like that, but they're battered. And I kind of like them. In the air fryer, they're kind of good, and they sell them in the supermarket now.
TGI Fridays.
No, I know
It's not that. It's not TJ
I
Fridays.
had
It's
it
a
in
guy's
Florida.
name.
I had it
It's
in
a
Florida.
guy's name. What is it called?
It was. Fuck.
No, it's not his name.
No.
It's not his name.
Fuck is
can't
his
remember.
name.
Oh, but they're like breaded, and they're like okay, this is good. This
Yeah,
is
that
really
Sorry,
good.
I was thinking of checkerboard, and I was thinking of like TGI Fridays. I was like, they
Yeah,
have that same.
That's what
thing.
it reminds me of that, but it's not that. It's just some
Or-
dude's name on there, and it's like they're fries are like that long, and they're so good, so fucking good. I'm so hungry now. Now I want to have like a smorgasbord or
like,
smorgasbord,
I'm fucking
a
hungry.
charcuterie board.
I'm hungry.
Same.
God damn it.
All right, well, fucking chills. Anyway, so that's the food thing I was gonna ask you about. I thought maybe we should go out and test drive some of these foods and do and report back. And then we shout out to the local food,
Yeah,
and maybe
that'd
they'll
be
want to team up with us and be like, hey,
Yeah,
we'll
hey,
try out your food.
4th on 5th. Let's
And
talk.
then we'll just maybe we'll go out and try one like fucking every week, and then go out and this is cool. Try this, and then maybe bring some more business. I don't
We
know.
could be the Keith Lee of Olympia. Have you seen Keith Lee on TikTok?
have that guy is so
He's-
good.
Dude,
So
I
love that
cool.
guy.
Dude, that dude, I want.
Shout out to Keith Lee.
Yeah, shout
Love
out
that
to Sleep.
guy.
I fucking
love
love
that
you,
guy.
man. Keep up your
love
work.
that guy.
Anyway,
awesome.
I'm gonna tag him. I'm gonna tag him in this.
oh, dude, fucking do
I'm
it.
gonna tag him in this. So.
But anyway, what I want to do, I would like to try the more pho places around here, or like Vietnamese food. That'd
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be very nice because I love pho, and I like.
And pad thai too. Pad thai out here.
We had pad thai.
It's good. It's
I
good.
got drunken noodles and.
fucking drunken noodles.
Yeah, dude, I have to go to my safe spot. I gotta go to my safe space for that. Hey man,
Alright.
chicken drunken noodles, spice level 4. Ooh, you're good.
Yeah, like when they're asking how many spices you want, you're like, I want you to fucking
I don't-
blow my butthole out.
Dude, no, because that's
what I want.
That's too spicy. You're like eating that whole thing, and it's not fun.
All right, we gotta take a time out and take a siesta.
Take a siesta.
Take a powwow.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Sure.
thanks for talking food with me because that was
I'm fucking
not
starving now.
starving to death.
Yep.
I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Bye.